I cannot believe we caught that Suicune. What?
You pulled out your white announcer voice.
Yeah. That's not my white announcer voice, that's my Guy Sensei voice.
Kakashi?
Kakashi.
No, but seriously, like, how did we pull that off?
I know.
Brennan and I looked this up, by the way.
1.6%, according to ChatGPT.
Maybe ChatGPT is tripping, but that is...
I trust it.
RNGesus has blessed this playthrough.
Yeah, no kidding.
Up to this point. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah. I am stupid, though.
This is unlucky 13.
That's true. Anything could happen here. All of our Pokemon could die in this episode.
This could be the one where...
This is the one.
Reevaluate my life choices.
Nah. And you quit the show.
Yeah.
You're just like... That's really what's happening here. It's that tenuous. If I fail to catch a Shadow Pokemon, you're gonna be like, alright, this guy's a loser. I'm out of here.
Right.
I'll go play my own...
I'll send you my 2 weeks notice.
There she goes.
She has such a, like, flappy, silly run.
Oh, she's silly as hell.
That's how I run.
So I don't think you can go this way. I think you have to go this way. Yeah, because she, like, locks the elevator behind her. And then this becomes a gauntlet. Look at all those trainers. Count them. 1, 2,
3.
I think there's, like, 4 or 5. There's one that jumps down at you. Anyway, so Suicune is in the party.
He's in it. He's with it.
However, I don't have a time flute because I'm dumb. I thought we had a time flute, but we absolutely do not.
We do not have that. That is the thing that we do not have.
I think we'll get one at the end of this gauntlet, but I don't know.
Conveniently.
Yeah.
The developers were just kind of like, let me slide this little flute in your pocket.
Oh, look at this. These Pokemon are jokes now. Jokamon. Like, her Pokemon were level 45. And I was like, oh, we're getting behind.
And we sneezed on them.
By the way, I have not gone to Mount Battle to train at all. I haven't done any off-camera grinding like I said I might have to do. Hasn't happened. Hasn't needed to happen.
No, we're just blasting straight through this game.
Yeah, I'm just cruising. So, one shot. Come on. Yeah, killed that teddy bear.
So violent.
I think each one of these trainers has a shadow Pokemon,
by the way.
Oh,
he's so sweet. Look at how he...
I like Ursaring.
Ursaring's a cool Pokemon. I had one of those.
Okay, that's a shadow Pokemon
in
for sure.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Because that's my only previous experience with Pokemon, except for the jailbroken iPhone games, which I've already said.
And you played Scarlet or whatever?
Yeah.
Didn't you?
I think it was Scarlet. I don't really know.
Scarjo?
Scarbadoo.
Maybe I should use Confuse Ring. We're cool. We're chilling. I'm just trying to purify Hitmontop, to be honest, because until I get Raikou in the party, he's filling that slot. Sudowoodo, already been kicked to the curb. Here's another thing about this game. You start off with Umbreon and Espeon, great Pokemon, great stats, and then as long as you successfully catch all the cats, like we did,
Cats in the bag.
yeah, I mean, seriously. After that, it's no problem. Is there a Pokemon that can do a status effect, though? Not really. That is one thing. I wish I had, like, Sing or something for Shadow Pokemon. That would make this much easier.
Yeah, because the status effects boost your chances.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
We're cool with this. I'll manage it.
You got it.
You gotta manage it.
I believe in you.
Kick this mushroom around.
Just stomp on him.
Ow. Okay.
That was a bit much.
Yeah, that was a lot, actually. Don't love it. Shroomish better not touch Hitmontop.
Gligar.
What's his name?
That's a Pokemon.
That's a Pokemon. Maybe I should have put out Tyrone or Entei just to take out that Shroomish. But Gligar is ground flying, so strong against...
How can you be ground and flying? Like, pick one.
He's based.
He diversified.
Yeah. Let's just do Bite. We've already confused Gligar, so...
Gligar doesn't know what is going on.
I'll put out Suicune, actually. Suicune will have no trouble against Gligar at all. And we can... I don't know. See, this is why I use a Time Flute, though. I've walked, albeit a short distance, with Suicune. The purple bar has not reduced any. I'm sending him out. Every time you choose a Shadow Pokemon, it reduces their purple bar a little bit. And
Because they feel loved and respected that you
they
called upon their
right.
skills.
They feel like their opinion is respected. Shadow Pokemon are kind look, it hasn't budged. Look at that.
Not even a little bit.
No. Alright, let's start throwing balls, I guess.
He's shadowy as hell.
Yeah.
He's a shady boy.
He's a shady boy. And then I can't use any attacks with him, so... Did I already swap these? I don't know if I did. I'm gonna swap them now.
Better safe than sorry.
I just got a glimpse of my hair in the TV screen. Look at this.
Is that what my head looks like from behind?
Yeah.
You're pulling a Hermione on me.
I'm doing like a... Ugh. Oh, it's so bad. You need to close the windows. This is why I live in the dark.
So no one can see your hair.
The dark can't hurt you.
No, you look good.
If you can't see yourself, you don't know that you look like a freak. But anyway. I like that just... It's like a sand attack, like you're supposed to be just like throwing dirt in your eyes. I'm gonna throw some dirt in your eye. Rub some dirt in your eye, whatever it is.
Whatever. That reminds me, I made a comment about Naruto throwing dirt earlier in this series.
Yes, you did.
And that was totally inaccurate. I meant to say Gaara from Naruto.
Of the sand.
Of the sand.
Yeah. There's one sandy guy in the whole show.
And I said Naruto.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
What a fool I am.
Yeah. Very cool with all of our anime references.
We're like the coolest.
Pretty much the coolest. What are those spines on his wings for?
For looking scary.
Like he's gonna latch onto you with his claws and then just like double stab you.
Ugh. What a freaky nightmare.
Now watch, this thing is just gonna like kill himself using Shadow Rush against us before we can even catch him.
He's gonna spontaneously combust.
He's gonna end our perfect streak.
Is this the moment where it all goes to hell? Literally, like the box that we made?
I mean, honestly.
Oh no.
I don't super care. Like,
oh my goodness.
Caught him.
We got him.
That's what you have to do. That's how you pray to RN Jesus. You have to act like you don't care.
Be like, whatever. I'll be okay either way.
She's won a Colosseum.
I'm not invested in this Nuzlocke at all.
If you're mean to me, I'm gonna cry.
Stop mean to me.
But I want to cry.
Well, that's
typical. Typical.
Hey, don't you dare. Don't you say it.
You gotta...
Don't you go there, man. Listen, if she wants to cry...
Typical human being with her emotional needs.
Yeah. We're a bunch of robots.
Alright, get out of my way.
We don't feel emotions.
Boys don't cry, dude.
Beep, bop, boop.
Alright, I'm gonna heal up. Because why not? See, this is another thing that's not hard about this game. You have to run quite a distance in like the Game Boy Pokemon games to go back to a Pokemon Center to heal up. And this, it's literally right above my head.
It's practically slapping your potatoes.
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna save too.
Why not?
Why not? I'm so like paranoid.
If we lost any amount of progress, I would cry.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to call me Freena.
Like how you remember their names.
Well, I'll probably forget in another 5 seconds, so it's okay.
Yeah. Boys don't cry. You were talking about music earlier.
Oh yeah, we had some ruminations on that. What the?
Look at this tight shot.
What's this little boy and girl doing here in the down under?
It's like, oh, you defeated Freena? Yeah.
Yeah, we killed her.
Damn straight.
Freena's dead.
Anyway, no, I was just complimenting you that that you have music taste.
Why, thank you.
That there's a wide range of people, like, in terms of how people treat music, you know?
Yeah, like, there's people that really don't care what they listen to. They'll put on the radio. They just want what you called synaptic static going on in the background.
Yeah.
But I can't be one of those people. Like, I need music to match the vibe.
Damn.
So, like, right now it's kind of... The weather's starting to get kind of summery, and it's nice outside.
Yeah.
And I want something...
Look at this!
Ah! That's the sassiest, cutest little walk I've ever seen.
So adorable.
Oh my goodness.
I know. God, that hurts.
I forgot what I was talking about. That was so freaking cute. Right. I was talking about the weather.
Talking about... Yeah, go on about the weather, please.
No, but like, you know, when it's sunny outside, you want to listen to sunny, like, more upbeat kind of music.
Riveting.
Thank you. I think so. Asshole. Jeez, man.
I thought you could get a Vileplume in this game, but I don't think you can. No, I think. Look at this.
So offended.
It's like, how dare you?
How dare you? How could you?
No, I know what you mean though.
Like I want something that I could listen to, like if I was sitting in a pool somewhere underneath some palm trees. Something evocative of summertime paradise. I don't know.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine. Yeah.
Blowing through the shadow Pokemon.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, because I always sort of benchmark it on the new year, and then I've thought, like, it actually doesn't change right after the new year.
Like, it's still winter.
Yeah.
It's still kind of gloomy outside.
Exactly.
Everything is dead because taxes.
That thing's gonna use magic.
Because winter.
Okay, now we're good. I think we're good.
I always tend to listen to, like, kind of dark, grungy alt-rock during that time of year.
Yeah.
It just feels right.
Sure. No, I get it.
But I hadn't really realized...
I do the same thing.
That I do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I just... Here's one thing. I can't, like, listen to just whatever. I have to curate my music. I have to make playlists, and I have. And it's very... Like, unless I'm just driving to work really quickly.
So we both have a 10-minute commute, which is nice.
Fast as hell.
Practically unheard of in Austin.
Yeah, no kidding. But in that case, I'll just like put on like songs, and it's also like I'm tired in the morning, so there's that aspect of it as well.
Yeah, we're still loading in by that point, so it doesn't really even matter.
Yeah.
But it does help when you have something to kind of jazz you up and get you ready for your day.
Right. But yeah, I can't do the radio. Like there are tons of people who can just listen to the radio or they'll listen to whatever. I absolutely cannot do that. I want to put out Espeon actually.
Put them in there.
I hope this is not a huge mistake. Because Stantler actually hurts. I'm trying to get rid of this stupid gloom. Hit yourself, please. Thank you. That actually did a lot. It does a ton of damage to itself.
Is he just like stabbing himself with his own antlers?
Yeah, I guess so. I think it just has a very high attack rating. God, I love Confuse Ray. It's so good. It really is.
It's so good that Gloom is drooling
out
of confusion.
I love Gloom. I think Gloom's a good design. Oh, no, not this one. But yeah, I mean, there are all kinds of people. There are people that like listen to the radio. I've known people that just like put on AM talk radio.
Or even people that just like one genre or one just, like, band.
Yeah, one genre, one artist, one band.
And that's like their whole thing. That's all they listen to.
Yeah, like I've known people that have made it like their personality to just they love one band. Mostly when I was in school,
Because I feel like you do that when you're younger.
Yeah, you just latch onto something.
You latch onto something because you're still figuring out who you are.
It was probably Nirvana for a lot of people. I didn't specifically know anyone like that, but I could totally see that.
I feel like it was Blink-182 for a lot of people.
Really?
In my schools.
Holy shit.
But yeah, also Nirvana.
Okay. Ow. That was almost a huge mistake.
Yikes. I just now noticed that Espeon has 4 health.
Yeah. Okay. Come back, Espeon. Let's bring out something with a higher defense rating.
Bring out our tough kitty boy.
But I don't know. And I also, the other thing is, I listen to everything. And I know that there are people that say that. They're like, I listen to, you know, every possible genre or whatever, and they actually don't. And it's like, here's what they actually mean by that. They listen to like 3 genres or whatever. I don't think that there's anything that I haven't been able to find from a certain genre that I don't like.
Yeah, there's a little something for everyone, I think.
I mean, honestly, like...
if your tastes are diverse enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I really don't like country, but there are a few country songs that...
I like alt country.
Yeah, that's a subgenre that exists.
But, I mean... And some people would be like, well, that's not really country. Which, fine, but...
maybe not in its purest form.
Yeah, but that's as close as I can come. I primarily reside in the realm of, like, alt-rock, or, what's it called, post-punk.
Yeah, that's a staple.
Yeah, which is pretty all-encompassing. But at the same time, I'm gonna save again.
We have pretty similar tastes in that regard.
Yeah. I feel like that's when we started to hit it off.
Yeah.
Is when... I actually, before we met, I got so jaded with talking to people about their music tastes that I just stopped asking people, like, do you like this band? Do you like what? Because no one had heard of the things that I was listening to. I mean, for a really long time, it was... you know, Decemberists, Death Cab, Nada Surf. People have heard of the first 2. I've never met anyone who's heard of Nada Surf, independent of me.
And I had never heard of anyone who had liked Death Cab.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. You're not a total plebeian.
Yeah.
Great. You want to be my friend?
Yeah. Well, it started with, like, Radiohead.
Right, I think that's what you asked me about.
We were talking about, like, In Rainbows or something. And I was like, I really love this album, and you knew it. And Radiohead, by the way, not uncommon. Like, they play Karma Police on the radio all the time. I'm not insinuating that Radiohead is rare. However, most people just, they listen to whatever. They listen to whatever's, you know, pop, whatever's on the radio, whatever other people are listening to.
So, like, they'll know the most popular songs, but not any of the...
Yeah. And the stuff that I like, I'm not that underground, but... And, like, I've never thought that I was.
You definitely can be.
Which is, yeah, some of it is. But I like a lot of, like, world music. Like, you know, international. Oh, sweet. Double, Intimidate.
You have a really great German pop playlist.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I like a lot of things. I like, and it's not to say I don't like pop music either. I'm not one of these people that's like, I only listen to it if no one's heard of it. That's the music that I typically like, but I have, like, a Britney Spears playlist. So...
That's kind of nostalgic.
Sure.
Like, if I was listening to Britney Spears and playing, like, some old PC games, that would be a vibe.
Yeah. But it's not primarily what I listen to. So... Oh, I think we're gonna want something else in here.
Switch it up a bit.
Which Pokemon did I hit with Confused Ray? Was it Masquerain? I think it was. I think it wasn't. So... let's put Suicune in here, because I'm paranoid.
I'm so happy that we have him.
Yeah.
He's like our rock right now.
Oh yeah.
Put a turtleneck on him.
It has a ton of health. So.
Because he's like the Rock.
Oh my god. You've just undone years of friendship.
In one moment. That's all it takes.
No, but I don't know. I take music very seriously. I can't play any of it for shit, but I do take it very seriously. Like, I cultivate my music interests. But I like rap, I like hip-hop, I like some country, I like jazz, which I've only just started getting into, actually, in like the past couple years. It was good for writing, actually. It was a good tool for that.
Anything without lyrics is good for creative writing.
Yeah, like Coltrane and Brubeck.
Love a Brubeck.
Yeah. I think this thing is a Shadow Pokemon. Oh wait, no, we already caught a Shadow Dunsparce. Never mind. Ouch, I did not mean to do that. I held down too long and it went up. Rock. I like a lot of 80s music.
Oh yeah.
Like anything with a good like keyboard synth. A
lot of good music from the 80s.
I like punk music, like actual punk music. Like The Clash. And then I like, more modern punk. Like I like Blink-182 decently. I like Sum 41 better. Like Chuck. That's a great album.
Yeah, I like a few Sum 41 songs.
And their guitarist is phenomenal. Especially for essentially pop punk. I was also really into Pillow Swine. We're gonna catch him. I was also really into Pennywise.
Oh, that's a Shadow Pokemon. There he is.
And then hopefully that makes him flinch. He's so cute when he does his like wind up or whatever. You'll see what I'm talking about. But what else? What genres have I not mentioned?
Like indie folk.
Yeah, indie. I like folk music. I mean, clearly I like folk music.
Metal.
Yeah, I like a decent amount of metal. Just started listening to a bunch of In Flames, the Swedish, I guess they're death metal band from like early 2000s.
I lose track of all the different genres of metal.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But something I wanted to say earlier was I definitely appreciate your respect for music, because that's something that I've always kind of enjoyed.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad is way into music and audio engineering. So that was definitely an integral part of my childhood, was playing music.
Right.
I played many different instruments.
Yeah, I kind of tried to get into playing music later.
It's good for your brain.
Yeah.
Gives me something to learn and focus on. Still trying to learn guitar, but my weak, uncalloused fingers are not having it.
Yeah. But
I'm getting better though. I can do bar chords now, sort of.
The thing is like, I can see it in like members of my family, and then also you seem to have a natural aptitude for like musical acquisition. I do not. It's actually a struggle for me. And I feel like I'm really bad at math. And to me, it uses the same part of my brain as math. It's definitely more engaging, and I enjoy it a lot more. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it's like work to wrap my head around. And it takes me a lot longer to learn anything than like my peers. So, which is kind of frustrating.
It's interesting though, what you said about it using the same portion of your brain as math.
Is that backed by something?
Well, I feel like there is definitely a very mathematical component to music. I mean, when you get into like the theory,
music theory
of it. But yeah, I think for some people it just is instinctive.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of feel like it was that way for me. Like you really get a feel for the instrument.
Yeah.
Like when I played viola in orchestra, I mean, I didn't have to like look to see where the notes were.
Right.
I had a feel for where they were. And I didn't have to like focus too hard on how I was like placing the bow on the strings. I could just kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it takes a lot of practice to get to that point.
It definitely does. And it's, I mean, and I'm being sort of hypocritical here because I come from a background of visual art, and I've done that essentially my entire life. And I would always tell people, because this is a common thing, right? That someone will say something like, I wish I could draw, or I wish I could paint. And I'm always like, you can. You absolutely can. And I'm not trying to just like be a dick or be dismissive.
Anyone can cook.
Yeah, anyone, but only the fearless can be great. Oh, 4 Ultra Balls, sweet. I won't use them.
Some salient advice from Ratatouille.
Yeah. Okay. Look at this sludge. This looks like the same sludge from that one level in Luigi's Haunted Mansion.
I've seen some rivers like that in the United States.
Which will definitely play. It looks like the Thames as well. Anyway. Just throwing shade for no reason. I've had this conversation with people before where they bring up like, oh, Sneasel just comes right out. Okay. They say like, oh, I don't like, or I'm not good at drawing. I wish I was better at drawing. And I just want to be like, well, if you enjoyed it more, you would just do it. And then because you enjoy the experience of doing it, you would get better by merit of your practice with it. So,
right.
Anyway.
I could kind of see it too if someone was like, yeah, I've really tried and I've practiced. I've tried to be a good drawer, but I'm really I just can't get better. I have a drawing debuff and I can't do it.
Yeah.
But normally it's not like that. It's people that are like, yeah, I don't practice very much and I just kind of am not good at it.
Right.
But I wish I could.
Yeah. But to me, it's a matter of... Oh, nice. To me, it's a matter of the correct motivation. Because if you're not honest with yourself about your motivation for why you think that you want to draw, then you just won't do it. Let me get him on top out of here. He's not going to do much good. Could put in Suicune. Suicune would be fine.
Sneasel makes me nervous for some reason.
Well, Sneasel hits hard. Sneasel has like a very high attack stat, which is good for a Shadow Pokemon because Shadow Rush benefits from your attack stat. So like you could have a Shadow Pokemon that has great special attack, but it won't matter for Shadow Rush.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Umbreon leveled up.
Go, Umbreon. Umpus, got a bumpus.
Hit yourself, idiot. Yeah, see?
Good job, Sneasel.
Well, I think the rate at which they do damage themselves when they're,
when they're confused?
Yeah, also relies on their attack stat. And it's fast. Look at this.
Haja!
That attack came off fast. Luckily, both these Pokemon have a good defense rating, which is why I put them out here.
Right.
But anyway, you have to just be honest with yourself about what your motivations are for why you want to draw. Because maybe it's just as simple as envy. You know, maybe you see someone who can draw really well, and you think, oh, well, you know, I wish I
want to do that.
Yeah, like, you see a person on a unicycle juggling flaming chainsaws, and you're like, oh, I wish I was better at that. It's like, yeah, but do you really want to practice doing that? Or, you know, are you just like, you wish you had that ability without earning it.
Yeah, because you can't have that sort of ability without practice.
Yeah.
You really do have to put in the time, and not only just put in time, but focus on what you're doing. Like, you have to be intentional as well.
Yeah.
With drawing, for example, one thing that I struggle with is proportions with people, like anatomy. And that takes a long time to perfect. And you have to, like, pick out certain things that you want to focus on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like you could just draw the same thing over and over again and not get any better at it.
Yeah. And the other thing is, you know, what are you trying to draw or do? It could be any. You could apply this to anything creative. What are you trying to do and why? And like, I see this all the time. People paint themselves into a corner trying to emulate other people's sort of methods. So like me, for instance, I will, even if I have something in mind, like I want to make something roughly like, you know, this or whatever, I will still, I'll just literally put pen to paper and just start going with it, whatever it is. Oh, I just realized that's decreasing the defense. That actually super sucks. Because that's going to make them vulnerable to future attacks.
Just going to hit harder.
Yeah, like against this.
Ooh, jeez.
So I don't. Yeah. Well, it's a fighting type move, fighting strong against dark for whatever reason. So I'm gonna have to take Umbreon out of this fight for sure.
Yeah.
Mr. Muffins, I guess.
Mr. Muffins, our distinguished pastry boy.
That's the one.
What if we named a lot of our Pokemon after pastries?
Well, we're gonna have to come up with a name for this weekend. So.
Mr. Muffins and banana bread.
Yeah.
Or like pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Or just pumpkin.
Pompous.
Pompous.
But anyway, people paint themselves into a corner thinking like, oh, I have to do it like this person's method. Like you, for instance, you're a very technical artist and you come up with like reference photos and things like that, and you plan it out.
Right.
I don't do any of that.
I'm very meticulous.
Yeah.
But you're a little more, I don't know, unorthodox or...
Absolutely.
I don't know if I want to even say unorthodox, because it's not uncommon or anything, but there's just like not as much like
I think it's unorthodox. I think that's warranted. Yeah, there's not as much like forethought or premeditation.
Like you just kind of let it take you where it will.
Yeah. And I just start, you know, drawing, and you can draft things and whatever, and I thought that was going to be it.
I know. That was going to be the one.
But yeah, you have to find your own style. And that could also be a matter of motivation. It could be a matter of, you know, for me, for instance, I can't make art for myself. I have to make art for other people. Otherwise, I don't do it. I'm not motivated enough to make stuff for me. And to some extent, I don't really even get to consciously decide when I have sufficient inspiration to make something. So it is kind of random and chaotic, but that's when I make my best work. And that's when I enjoy it the most. You know?
Yeah, and that seems like the most important thing, really.
Yeah. So you just have to be open to all different avenues. I mean, if you're really trying to make something. And also, you know, it might result in you ruminate on it long enough and you come to the conclusion that, in fact, actually, I am just jealous of my friend that can, you know, draw really well or, you know, whatever. And I don't actually want to put in the time, and I probably wouldn't enjoy it. And therefore, don't do it. And don't do it, whatever it is, until you have a pure motivation to do it. Because otherwise, you know, and this is very common for people with creative jobs, is you end up sort of, it just becomes monotonous.
Yeah, and you're not being authentic to yourself. You as a person have something to offer that you're not putting forward that way.
Right.
If you're just trying to copy what's already out there.
Exactly. So, but it doesn't matter. AI art's going to take over. It's not going to be... Art is dead.
No.
It's only a matter of time.
Don't listen to this guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
I don't know.
He don't know. But I don't think that AI art is going to replace the human element.
I mean, the thing is...
I think it can augment it. It can make it better.
Yeah.
Maybe in some ways, but...
I don't know, it's very divisive. But I think the main thing to remember is that as long as there are people, there are going to be people that want to be entertained by other people. So there's always going to be a market for, because if I want to look at art and I look at something and I go, yeah, but I don't want heal Entei. Fuck it, I'll use the whole hyper potion.
Just in case.
I want to, and I say, well, this is a great piece or whatever, and this is AI art, but I want to look at something made by a person. So,
because you can still tell at where AI is at this point, you can still tell that it was not human generated because there's something off about it.
Yeah.
Like it's not quite right. Like it's, and I see a lot of these scenes that are like interiors, like buildings, and there'll be like too many chairs.
Yeah.
And like the layout doesn't quite.
Isn't that like a common
sense?
Symptom of like AI art, like the Mid-Journey stuff? It's like it just adds chairs, it just populates.
That I'm not sure because I'm actually not that familiar with Mid-Journey, but I see a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like on Instagram right now, it's pretty prevalent.
Sure.
I found an account the other day that I actually, for a brief minute there, I thought it was a real account with real products. I was like, man, these are really cool and innovative.
Yeah.
Only to realize it was totally AI. I was like,
Yeah, see, that'll be the dangerous kind of like in between point when you can't tell. But to that, I think, we have like, blockchain, the advent of blockchain for, authenticating digital currency. So I don't think there's any reason why we couldn't apply that to like human-made art. Because if it really becomes the priority of people to see something that isn't just remixed, that is actually, novel art, then, as long as there's a demand, essentially, that's what people will spring for. So right now we're kind of at an uncomfortable in-between, and I'm optimistic for it, honestly. But, we'll see.
yeah, we'll see where this all takes us.
Yeah. And we'll see where this all takes us on the next episode. When we board a train.
Thanks for joining us.
Never mind why there's a train in here.
Yeah, that's a little weird, but...
Yeah. But we caught a Sneasel.
We got a Sneasel.
We caught all these pokes. Did we do this all in one episode? We did this whole gauntlet in one episode?
I don't even know where I am.
Okay, well...
What's going on?
You're
what's happening?
Talking about art bullshit.
I'm overdosing on caffeine.
Well, that's something.
That's something.
I'll get the adrenaline shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna die. Episode 14 is gonna be Brendan 14. Crying into the mic.
It's titled Sarah Dies.
Alright, well, at any rate. Come back next time.
Come back next time. You better come back.
Get back here. Wait, where are you going?
Get back in here.
Come back.
Don't leave.
Please.
Okay, oh, they left. It's just us now.
I guess we'll stop now.
Yeah. Why would we keep talking? I'm gonna go to my room now. I'll see you later. We're not actually friends off mic.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go.
Alright, bye. 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 Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Alright.